Okay, so if you're not sure, I'm using what's called a loop pedal. Okay, so that loops everything I do, so I can, you know, not rely on a backing track. But what it does is if I make a mistake, it reminds me of that mistake every 18 seconds. And it will slowly eat away at my consciousness, and I thought instead of me trying to hide that, I would share it with everybody, so everybody can see me descend into madness. This is a song about...
Think of a world without music. Without art, think of a world without the right-sided mind, and the thoughts of it tears me apart. Think of a world without music. Think of a world without art. Think of a world without the right-sided mind, and the thoughts of it tears me apart. Think of a world without music. Think of a world without art. Right-sided mind, and the thoughts of it tears me apart. Think of a world without music. Think of a world without art. Think of a world without the right-sided mind, and the thoughts of it tears me apart. Think of a world without music. Think of a world without art. Think of a world without the right-sided mind.
I must realize I'm not of any use. These words or any others are not something worth me doing. This art of mine is wasted time, not a beat to keep alive. This choice of life isn't right. I should find another way to earn the slice of pie we're told to eat to get us by. I could always teach in schools again, but it made me want to die. This fragile mind of mine was not designed for suit and tie. I tried all different jobs, couldn't find a ladder I like to climb. Why would I keep climbing if I did not like the view? Why would I keep walking if I did not like the route? Cause this life is short and too important to whittle through on something boring, but I didn't see something deep inside me forming. Better path for me to take, although uncertain. Cliched it may seem, I felt I found the purpose. A love for writing verses, standing on stage, never with the dream of screaming girls. Finding fame, just a way to create, somehow explain stuff I've never understood that bounces round my brain. And it's insane for me to think I can also get paid, build a new path I can make, go my own way. Or down the road that we're told to way to go. As we've grown up, they showed us the only way they never know. But thankfully, wasn't only me who didn't follow. A life without creation is colourless and hollow. So think of a world without music. Think of a world without art. Think of a world without the right-sided way. Thoughts of it tears me apart. Think of a world without music. Think of a world without art. Try and think of a world without the right-sided mind, and the thoughts of it tears me apart. I think of music, I think of life, I think of one without the other. And I don't like what I find. I think of hearing certain lyrics for the very first time. Think of all the songs that impacted different parts of my life. How some of them were vital in the difficult times. Some can make me happy and dance, and others cry. And some was felt they somehow came directly from my mind, inspiring me to write my own ideas, my own style. So who in the right mind could imply music isn't needed? Artists, actors, authors, poets, projecting feeling, create on and making a piece we can see or hear or read. Often battling demons to help create with meaning. So it's the meaning to this way of life, to think it's not important. A world without this side of the mind is empty and more boring. In its place, a bleaker space will quickly begin forming a life without distraction from this storm in which we're born in. So think of a world without music. Think of a world without art. Think of a world without the right-sided mind and the thoughts that it tears me apart. Think of a world without music. Think of a world without art. Think of a world without the right-sided mind and the thoughts that it tears me apart. So let's try removing music and all other forms of art. Let's make this country worse by ripping out its beating heart. Start again with nothing, with the sound of crunching numbers, cause the creative industries now in threat of going under. If it doesn't trust me when I say everyone will suffer, draining all the colour, the magic and wonder from a world that's getting bleaker by the second. We need to have expression as a last remaining weapon against the ever-growing pressures of a waning life erosion from the daily grind. Over time this takes away a slowly breaking state of mind, finding solace in a place we cannot take for granted. Take away the artist, take away catharsis, take away every single story that you've heard, every word in every book, every song in every verse, every film, every play, every painting ever painted, every piece has been created as a way to help escape. And every show you may have been to or series that you've binged through's help to build a bridge to put a different vision in view, giving a new perspective you may not have seen before. Taking this away is like locking every door along the hallway of our thoughts, where we're told the way to walk, do what is deemed important while we're taught to follow orders from doctors in this institution, altering the fabric of an existence in a future we're being introduced to. So think of a world without music. Think of a world without art. Think of a world without the right-sided mind and the thoughts that it tears me up, 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 tears me up. Thank you very much.